You can find the FMX Toast package under this URL. It contains a native JNI unit that allows the use of the Dalvik-based toast functionality, and it also contains a component that allows the cross-platform Firemonkey-based toast functionality, which is somehow an emulation based on top of Firemonkey of a toast possibility where you can customize the layout of the toast package, of the toast box. The component-based Firemonkey approach has the advantage that it is working cross-platform. You can use the component in Windows, iOS or Android-based or Mac OS X targeting projects. It has the disadvantage that it is not native Android, and it does not really look the same, even though you could mimic the view or the appearance. Another disadvantage of the component-based approach is that you have to drop a component for each form which you use in your project, because the component needs to be in the form. You will see later on how to use the component. So if you want to use the FMX Toast package, just get it via this link. When you've unzipped the zip file, you should see this files. This is the Android JNI Toast unit, which Brian Long provided. And this is the FMX Android-like Toast unit, which contains the FMX-based toast functionality component. And this package here contains both those unit files and will be used to install the component into the IDE, which we will do right away. So we go to File and Open Project and select the package file or the project file, and we just do a compile here. And we build the package, and we do an install, and we see that the component is installed. Let's have a look if it really worked. So I created an empty mobile project, and I added the button and the toast component, which we just previously installed. You can find it here under the register Android-like, on the category Android-like. You can configure the component. You can give it a duration, how long the toast message will be shown. You can select if it shall choose an optimal width to show the text which you give it. And you can have the text alignment of the message. You can configure the text color, the font, the toast box alignment, where the toast box shall be shown, the color of the toast box, height of the toast box. You can give a position which will only be used if the toast box alignment is AL none. You can give a stroke color for the toast box, stroke dash type, and thickness of the stroke, and a width which will only be used if optimal width is not selected. So now we will call the toast functionality, which is called by the name of the component, and now and then the string which you want to give. So, and that should be it. And very important is that you have to configure the path to the files of the package under Tools Options in the Delphi library and the Delphi search path options, which you find right here, here, and here. And you have to enter the path there, which I did previously. And then you can execute the project. We will first execute it in the Windows 30-bit environment for the Windows 30-bit target, 32-bit target platform. So here's our form. I press on the button and I see the toast message, which is shown by the component. And it works the same way for all the platforms that are targeted by Firemonkey. It works for Android, it works for iOS, it works for Mac OS X. That's the big advantage of a component-based, FMX component-based approach. So now I will show you the other approach, how to use the JNI unit of Brian Long. If we want to use the native JNI approach, we need to include this unit. And then in this case, we need to prefix the unit name and then the method name toast, and we have two parameters there. One parameter is the message and another parameter is the duration of the message. At the moment we cannot see the coding help here. When I press Ctrl and Shift, that's the reason, because I have the target platform 32-bit at the moment, and it's there's a switch that is only compiling the code for the message when we compile against the Android platform. So I compile against the Android platform. It's important that you add the path information where the units are located for the package also to the Android platform library and search path. So now I compile. And you can see that we now get we should now get the help for the coding. Okay, there we see the help. These two parameters go with the toast function of Brian's unit. Okay, so let's try to execute that on an Android device. I prefer to use a device because the emulator is really slow on Windows, at least on my Windows. So I compile the application, which will take some time. Let's have a look on the Android device, which will also be very slow because I have a very slow internet connection and the information and the remote view goes over the internet. So now we see the two buttons. We press on the first button, we see our component-based toast box, and we press on the second button and we see the toast box, which is Java native. So you can see everything works, and depending on your target platform, you should use the unit-based approach, the native approach, or the component. If you're only targeting Android, use the native approach. If you want to do cross-platform, use the component. Enjoy!